Hello and welcome back to our show again, the wonderful Global Premier Football Show. Football is alive. Oh, goodness me. What a round of 16, Shaq. And we have experienced top teams tell the younger teams or the small teams how it is done. You are not here for the group stage anymore. It's all about time to kick it and keep it going. England on the bounce, the Netherlands on the bounce, Croatia doing Croatia things, and Brazil, of course, doing the samba style.
Oh,
Shakir, welcome back again to the show.
thank you. Welcome back, viewers. And yeah, what a 2 days of football.
It's been an unbelievable moment of football, honestly speaking, Shaq. And just to let our viewers know, before we go ahead, if you like what we're doing, just click the like button. It's unbelievable that we have the number of viewers we have and they are still not liking the show. Why are you watching it then? You know, just please like the show, share with your friends, and subscribe. You know, please subscribe. We beg you to do that. You've seen all this content we're bringing to you. So do us that favor. Just click the button. It doesn't, you don't need to do anything extra. Just click. Now. Anyway, Shaq, let's dive into this thing because it started with the Netherlands dismissing Poland by 3-1. The Netherlands, they're out there for business. Van Gaal knows what he's doing. He swallowed the Americans just like that.
Yeah,
just like that.
Yeah, we did talk about the first day of the games, but yeah, Netherlands had a really high hand on USA. It was a clinical finish, just as in a training ground. I don't know if you remember, the first goal was like pass, and and back of the net, and the second goal was the same thing, and USA had no chance coming back after that.
Yeah, again, you know, this is World Cup. You know, you don't have all the luxury in the world to play a tiki-taka style of game and expect to. No, people just like go because it's one-off game now, and you don't have any time to recover. And that was what the Netherlands did. You know, I mean, you would wonder, how is it that the Netherlands were able to just dispose, you know, the country they disposed. Sorry about this on the screen there. It's the Netherlands and USA, not Netherlands and Poland, Shaq. You get that
No,
on the left
no,
of the screen.
it's right. It's France versus Poland. I don't know why you're talking about Netherlands. We did talk about it. It's France and Poland, which have.
Oh,
Yes,
oh my
that's
word!
I
Oh
was.
my
That's
word! What am I
exactly
looking
what
at?
I
What
was
am I looking
thinking.
at? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Oh my word!
It happened.
Oh my goodness. Apologies to the French contingent and to the French people. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Anyway, guys,
I think you got
this was
confused with
again Netherlands.
you got confused with the picture in the
Oh my
bracket.
goodness. Yes. We're talking about the French team and the Polish team. I'm sorry because this was Mbappe's show. It was Mbappe's show. He took, you know, Matt Cash thought that he was going to get hold of Mbappe because at some point he would like win the ball, he would win the ball, but Mbappe kept coming and coming.
Yeah.
And when you're a defender, I played as a right back, and I still play, you know, whenever I'm on the field, you know. And when you have an attacking winger, you know, attacking forward in the form of Mbappe that does not give up. You win the first ball, he comes again. He trusts his ability. And that is where the mental game comes in again, that you don't give up in what you know how best to do. And that is what Mbappe kept doing. He kept going to Matt Cash. He kept going to him, kept going and going and going. At the end of the day, he got 2 goals, man of the match performance. what do you make of this youngster? Because I don't see any other player
Yeah,
in the same level
we did
like
talk
him.
about Mbappe before starting the World Cup. That is gonna steal the show, and he has everything that is required in a modern footballer. He's fast. He can dribble. He can control the ball. He can do tricks. He can pass the ball really fast. He can, if he gets a pass which is really fast, he can make the ball dead. He can turn it in a way. His body, everything is perfect. His placement, like it's unbelievable, and it's also very exciting to watch him play.
It is very exciting.
It's,
I mean, without being biased, you have to love this guy.
yeah, without, like,
You have
even
to
though
love
I
him.
do support France, but I think France is blessed to have him because he's so natural. It's one in a 100-year kind of, or one in a many decades kind of player that he is.
Yeah,
And he's improved. There
exactly.
have been talks about, like, he used to be more selfish. Now he is also doing amazing assists. Like, he's improved
Yeah,
as a teammate as well.
exactly. Because again, if you look at the players surrounding him, they are all world-class players. There's no underperforming player. Look at Giroud. Giroud has proven for me to be, we always talk about Zlatan, but when you come to the national team, I think Giroud benches and dwarfs Zlatan in every area of the game. His gameplay, his integration, making players around him very, very comfortable and feel good. It's not about him, it's about the team. I mean, I can speak more of Giroud because he is a complete team player. And that's what Mbappe needs around him. People that are selfless, people that are willing to work together and to bring out the best in him. And that is what Giroud has also offered to the French team. He has broken Thierry Henry's record as the all-time goal scorer for France with 58 goals. Mbappe is just on the horizon. It's a matter of time, I believe. So, so again, France dominant, very dominant.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, go
Go
on.
ahead.
Go on.
I mean, I was just going to ask you about the opposition that they played. Again, Poland. Poland couldn't get hold of the game, even though they got a penalty.
Yeah, no, Poland has had no control over the game. It was, as I said before, when we did the last podcast, is going to be two players, their keeper and Lewandowski, and that's it. Nothing else was there. Lewandowski he was carrying Poland, but how much he can do? Like, again, he needs support in the midfield. But yeah, maybe if he was in Germany, he might have helped. But
He might,
yeah,
but he's not German.
he's not German. So yeah, no, it was predictable. It is what it is. But it was exciting game because the kind of finishes that Mbappe has done, no one, like, finishing on the left side when the keeper is expecting on the right side. It's not easy. It's the most difficult shot. It takes balance, mind, everything, instincts.
Yeah. Let me go a little bit back to the Polish team. The Polish team, they didn't have anything to offer in that game, unfortunately. And again, getting a penalty, Mr. Lewandowski missed it. If not that, it was retaken.
Yeah,
that was a poor penalty taken.
Even the second time was poor too. Not gonna lie,
it was poor. I mean, Lewandowski have been trying to be like Jorginho in taking penalties. He cannot be Jorginho in taking penalties.
No.
It's only Jorginho that does that very, very well. Anyway, no one else in the world does that more than him. He does it perfectly fine. But I see players trying to be like Jorginho. You cannot be. Just go in there and strike the ball. Anyway, we're going to come to penalty shootouts because there was a horrifying penalty shootout today by Japan. But let's look at England and Senegal. Senegal, unfortunately, remember I have talked about the Senegalese team before now, that they are not playing to their full potential. I don't know what it's in the team that makes them stay back, that makes them not to run more than their opposition. with with the physical characteristics, I know that players like them do have, to utilize it throughout the whole game. Look at teams like Brazil. They have runners and they keep running. If you're getting tired, you have 5 substitutions available, and the next one is coming and they are running. I didn't see that in Senegal. Yes, they said Ghana Gay he was yellow carded and was missing the game because of suspension. Jake Kouyaté was injured. These are the 2 best midfielders they had in that team. But even at that, I can't believe how they allowed England to run the show. They made the English team look good, and that is, for me,
True.
There was no competition there. So England is their real test in the quarterfinals against France.
I think I watched highlights. I think Senegal struggled technically a lot.
Yes.
I don't know what they were trying to do in the back, trying to hold a high line too. But again, in the round of 16s, you don't, like, even with Brazil game, we will talk about that later. But your first idea is to not concede in the first half. Never ever. That's how you should come in. Like, you should come in the half, and then you can change. But no, Senegal was still. I think if we look at the round of 16, the teams who are starting to lose are still playing the same way they were playing in the group matches. So no, you have to change.
Senegal just did that. Senegal just did that, and that was why it did not work out for them. But on the other hand, you can say kudos to England. You capitalize. That's all football is all about. You capitalize on your opposition's errors, their mistakes, their naivety. Everything that they are not doing well, you do it well. You improve on that. You capitalize on that, and then you win a game. That's all that is in the game. Every game won is out of the mistake or the error of the opposition team, or maybe one team is doing something more and consistent than the other team. So congratulations to England. They are not my favorites to win the World Cup, even to get to a semi-final. I'm not thinking about them. So I think their journey ends in the quarterfinals. I was watching some videos on Instagram, and Sky Sports were interviewing some fans, and they said, they were like, "Where is Mbappe? Where is Mbappe?" I was like, "You've not played Mbappe, so why are you looking for Mbappe? Well, until you play France, that's when you can talk about that." But before that, they believe that they can go all the way. But I don't think so. I believe that every football knowledgeable person knows that England's run comes to an end in the quarterfinals. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no. Even though I am supporting France, I do want to give England benefit of the doubt. But still, no. England does not have the strong. They might have one player in the defense, but if they're playing Harry Maguire kind of line, and no, I think France is going to punish them really, really strongly. And France has a really deep squad. England has too, but not in every aspect. Like they lack in the midfield and the backside. So
they don't have depth. And funny enough, Harry Kane has only scored 1 goal this World Cup. So for me, that's a little bit troubling. Although he has created quite a number of goals, especially in the game that they won. I think in their last group match. No, it was against Iran. So. But anyway, I think their run is coming closer to an end. Anyway, let's move on. But before that, if you're still watching, click the like button if you've not done that. And also, please click and subscribe. Subscribe, please. I'm begging you, please. Por favor, suscríbete, por favor. Te ruego. Anyway, Shaq, let's move on. In the first game of the day today, Japan played Croatia. What an amazing game from the Japanese team. What can you make of this Japanese team? Where did they get it all wrong?
I have no idea. The first 90 minutes, the first half was I would say both teams were the same, not doing much, not keeping the ball, losing ball really quick, not trying really hard to go in the 18 yards box. But the second half, Japan came prepared, and Japan did attack a lot, but couldn't finish. Croatia had chances too, but I think at one point both teams mentally were prepared for going to the penalties, and it happens a lot. It's like a tactic. that when you're like 70, 80 and it's a tie, you start playing more defensive. Don't run because there's extra time and you can go replenish and come back with a new strategy. I mean, sometimes I think coaches too tell them to just calm down. But no,
Yeah.
um, Japan, I think they have to practice their penalty kicks a lot. It
I
was
mean, for me, that was a game that they should have won in 90 minutes or 120 minutes.
yeah.
Because definitely, first of all, you should know that if you get into penalty shootouts with Croatia, Croatia had back-to-back penalty shootout wins in the 2018
yes.
World Cup.
You have to think about
before
these
they
things.
went. Yeah, you have to see the pedigree of the team. Yes, they removed Modric, they removed Kovacic. It was only Brozovic that was a member of the squad in the last World Cup that was part of their penalty shootout team. But again, I think they were determined. I mean, they with that knowledge and with the history of the last World Cup of their, how they came through, through two penalty shootouts, back-to-back wins, that should have told Japan, no, let's try and finish this thing. And Japan has not been good in penalty shootouts before. I think in 2002, I think they also lost a game in via penalty shootouts. I think this World Cup is they lost it in the last World Cup. They lost it with penalty shootouts to back-to-back penalty shootout loss. So the way they took the penalties were very, very off for a player who's been running. You don't walk to shoot the ball. There's the impact you're going to make on the ball because he has to be going flying. If the goalkeeper is going to make a save, let it be that you give him something to work with. But again, two steps, they walk and they shoot. When you walk and shoot, it's not the same impact, the same speed. It cannot be the same speed when you run up. The way Pasalic, the last penalty shootout taker for Croatia, the way he came, run to the ball, took the shot. When Croatia missed the penalty, it was the same style that Japan was using. Walk, kick the ball, gives goalkeeper something, it makes it easier for the goalkeeper. What do you make of that technique?
Yeah, I mean, I think they didn't even talk about. They were ashamed to talk about it. I guess like once you do it once, and you should talk to the other players or like, hey, don't do this or try this. Okay, if you're done twice, okay, third time you should not do that at all. I know naturally the pressure does mount on the subsequent players, even though Croatia also did the same thing, but it wasn't as bad as
It wasn't. It wasn't.
yeah.
It was only one player in Croatia that did that.
Yeah, but
The rest,
that hit the post, so it wasn't that bad. I'm saying.
yeah. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. And again, you see them, they were quiet, they were calm. Well, okay. Maybe they were waiting for the goalkeeper to dive before they take the pen. But no, even because the goalkeeper has to have his foot planted on the line before when the shot is taken and then he makes the dive.
Yeah.
But again, that actually should make the players or give the players something, the scoring the scoring ratio should be higher since the goalkeeper cannot come forward. Ugo Lloris did that against Poland, and it was retaken. So when the goalkeeper he has to stay on his line until the ball is until the shot is taken, that should be that you have to shoot very hard. Find an angle, place it so hard and high, let the goalkeeper do the jumping. But Japan were very, very poor, and they paid dearly for it.
I think also comes with the I don't know where their players play. Do they have lots of penalties? Like you look at Croatia, their players, Perisic, and like they play in leagues and they have exposure of taking penalties and in high pressure situations. Japan could have easily moved to the next round They just
they
Croatia
could
is
have.
not a really strong team as they used to
No,
be.
they are
No.
not. They are not at all. I mean, again, to your question, Japanese players play in very decent leagues. They play in the Bundesliga, they play in Premier League, they play in Celtic in Scotland. They have their striker, the one that scored, he plays in Celtic. I think there are 3 players that play in Celtic. So they are not as if they play. And again, it's not a matter of where they play. It's all about, the perfect technique to go strike the ball.
Yeah.
England has never been doing well in penalty shootout until the last World Cup, when they had been, they in practice, they practice penalty shootout. I was listening to Alan Shearer and he said, just pick a spot, take a step backward, run up to the ball, hit it as hard as you can towards the spot that you picked. If the goalkeeper saves it, fine. If he doesn't save it, it's flying into the net. But again, taking a walk and shooting the ball or kicking the ball, it doesn't make the same impact when you take a run and kick the ball. But anyway, kudos and congratulations to Croatia. They're in the last 8 again, but I think their journey comes to an end there because they'll be meeting a very hard fighting Brazilian team. So Brazil 4, Korea 1. Wasn't a match there until the second half, but it was already there.
Yeah, I think South Korea started really poor. If you look at the first goal, Vinicius Jr. was let alone. Like, nobody marked him. Like, you don't give Vinicius Jr. kind of player that much space. Okay, now he did get the space, and now he has the ball, and then every Japanese defense line and the keeper is running towards him, and keeper makes a really big mistake in my opinion. He's giving time. The ball is in the air. If it's on the ground, then I can understand. But why give him time when you can keep pressing him further and close his space? Keeper was just waiting, and Vinicius Jr. I think he tried his best to score, but it was intelligent, but it could have been easily. And the second thing was just giving away penalty for. It was unfortunate, but you have to look. What are you doing? At that point, 2-0, it was over. It was too hard to come back.
Exactly. I mean, and against the Brazilian team of that nature, it's not any other team. Again, as you mentioned, right? Vinicius had time, even take like 1 or 2 seconds to pick his spot where he wants to put the ball, and everyone was watching. It was not as if he was going to dribble; he was going to place the ball down, take some time, pick the spot, and put the ball in the net. But again, Brazil came out running riots. Brazil, it's one team that I think they don't want to be anything from the underdogs. They don't want to, if you're going to beat Brazil this time around, especially Brazil and France, you're going to beat these 2 teams, you must need to work extremely hard. I mean, for 90 minutes. You cannot have any dull moment. If you do,
you cannot. You have to be on your toes every minute.
All the time. 90 minutes.
Even if
what do you make of...
I was going to say subs come in there also. Even Gabriel Jesus is injured now, but still they have so many players.
Congratulations to Arsenal on that.
Right. 3 months, right?
I don't know how they're going to carry on, but anyway, that's not my business. I'm a Chelsea fan. It's a blessing for the rest of the Premier League teams trying to catch up with Arsenal. Now, let's talk about the best team goal of the World Cup so far. What about that goal by Richarlison?
Korea scored a really good goal, but it was a deflection. Richarlison. Well, I heard comments from different analysts or pundits. They were saying that his first touch he wasn't trying to make it bounce like it. His first touch was to stop it and then take it. So it didn't work out the way he wanted. But yes, you have to give him credit how he finished it.
I mean, I don't know what those pundits are smoking or thinking about, but for me, that was a worthy of a goal. It was started, played, give and go, boom, entered, finished with left foot. What are those pundits? Are they Canadian pundits?
No.
No offense at all.
No, they were.
But anyway,
British.
the pundits on TSN really loved that goal. Kevin Kilburn, and the rest of the guys there. But again, that goal was worthy. That's the best team goal of the tournament so far. It might not be the best. I think Richarlison may even score the best goal of the tournament so far with the overhead kick. Or maybe he's in contest with Mbappe on that.
Yeah.
But
it could have been Giroud. His goal was
it was
stopped and
ruled off.
ruled off.
Yeah.
Could have been that
Yeah.
because his shot was even better. It was harder.
It was harder. Giroud always loved to score spectacular
Yeah.
goals, overhead bicycle kicks. I mean, he's so flexible. Right?
He has become very stylish over the years.
He is. And he's enjoying his game
Yeah.
because he has people working around him and he can keep the ball, he can put it down, can link up plays. I mean, what else do you ask from a center
he also
forward?
went through the same phase where he was criticized and Lukaku was, well, I'm not comparing him with him, but he improved. He said, okay, I'm not gonna aim for something that is, but he improved very slowly, and now he is even with Benzema, he didn't care about, oh, praise me, praise me. They took every day as a day, and then improved every day, and then now they are where they are.
Yeah,
He's 35.
he's come good. You know, he's come good being at the age that he is right now and where he's come from. You know, I remember when Arsenal signed him from Montpellier in France. And then from there, he went to Chelsea. I mean, he has been very good. I don't even know why Chelsea let him go. It's just because Lukaku deceived Chelsea. Anyway, that is a topic for another day. But however, as we bring this particular episode to an end, if you're still watching, please click the like button if you've not done so, and hit the subscribe button. We need you to do this for us so that our work can get out there and get to those who will be like you and wants to be part of what you're hearing and hear what you hear from our channel. Anyway, thank you very much for doing that. What's your prediction for the next games, Shaq? On Friday
so
starts
Spain and Morocco.
Oh yeah. What's going on with me today? Whatever. Spain, Morocco, Portugal, Switzerland.
Yeah.
What are your takes?
We did talk about this before. Spain and Morocco is going to be very close, but I will give it to Spain.
I'll go with Morocco again.
Okay, and then Portugal and Switzerland, there is no doubt. Portugal.
I'll go with Portugal as well. It's going to be a difficult one for Portugal.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. No.
It's not going to be easy. Portugal have to play a very different game, step up a little bit, and to be able to find their way to the quarterfinals.
And same goes for Spain. Spain will have to play a different game.
Yes, that's one of the reasons why I'm rooting for Morocco, because Morocco has been one of the most hardworking teams in this World Cup, and they have very good players too. It's not that their players play in the backwaters of European football. They have good players playing in the top leagues, you know. So we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to it. So you go for Spain, I stay with my Morocco. And besides, you're going to Morocco. So Moroccan fans, this guy is coming to Morocco sometime in the future. If you guys don't win, find him. I'm just kidding. But anyway. All right. Well, guys, that's all we have for you from here. Looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And we'll be more than glad that you do so. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.